mouse who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I swear I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I swear I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. Am the first. Next level. I'm coming for everything. Everything. I am the first. Remember me.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. but we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Right 80. Right foot. 11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Right 80.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5. For the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Pickett. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. On the move past the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Pickett. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Burrow on play action. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Flush to his right. This one caught downfield by Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1-1, ready?
Mixing up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Pickett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pickett lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And some room to work. 20, 10, 5. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Setting up the screen, Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 44, Pickett swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
First throw now for the backup, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, a run with Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 29, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Pickett now on first down. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Boswell for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
11 Mighty, 11 Thomas, 11.
Here's Burrow. Going up top for Miller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play that time through the air. 42 yards. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
11 MT.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
He finds his man Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run between the tackles with Cohen. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to perhaps salt this one away. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Nice up. 11.
Now Burrow. Pass caught, Miller. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
12.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Second down and 3. Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Pittsburgh, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next.